Hey everyone, welcome back to That Couple Flips. I'm Matt.
And I'm Carly.
And I'm Minga.
Well, I'm
I
Matt.
want to say it.
Today we're going to go over our most recent thrift finds and discuss why we purchased them.
Alright, first up. I got a J. Jill Love Linen in a size large. And we are slowing down on picking up the linen pieces, but this could be a transitional piece. And some things we do pick up, they are off season. And we do that so that we can store them for next season. And a lot of people don't do that, but we do. We have the room. So
This is just an Ariat soft shell jacket. We paid $10 for it. It's pretty basic. It's got the sleeve hit there. Probably 30 bucks. Pretty obvious pickup.
Alright. I've got, I think I got this based more on style. Lily by Fermiana. It's very Logan looky. Probably only paid a couple of dollars for that. Sometimes on the style based stuff, you really don't want to spend full price. Some things you do and some things you don't. And as you go along, you figure it out. Couple bucks. Lag and look, artsy, oversized.
But I want to hold the stuff up too.
Okay. This is a Charles Turwitt blazer. Paid $7 for it. Charles Turwitt, when I looked this up in the store, had one of the highest sell-through rates I think I've seen on blazers. They weren't super high priced, but I should be able to get $60 to $80 for it. This one is a size 42 long, which is a pretty decent size.
Isn't this a pretty dress?
Yeah. It's rainbow.
It is. Okay, next up we've got a Jessica. I don't know. It was new at tags. I think we paid either $6 or $10 for. It is like a midi. I mean, it could be romantic. It could be office core. Could be evening wear, date night. Again, it says maybe I paid $6, but our Goodwill prices sometimes are $10. So we're really, really cautious about things that we're buying from the Goodwill. All right, and then got a 2X Ralph Lauren. Not everything in Ralph Lauren sells, but I'll let my husband explain that at some point because he sells a lot of it. I think
Ralph Lauren is literally our top selling brand.
it is, but not everything in Ralph Lauren is worth picking up depending on the buy cost, the style. Ralph Lauren has the biggest gap when it comes to reselling their merchandise. So pick this up at the Goodwill for $7.99. It is a 2X, which a lot of the women's stuff, and it does have the crest, so that makes it even better. A lot of the women's stuff only does good if it's like an upgraded material or if it is a plus size. I mean, and even then, if it's a plus size, a little bit substantial, but beyond that, it's the material content. But I did get this because it does have like the cool little stripes on it and the crest, and it is 2X.
And outerwear typically does a little better than most.
It does. Just a basic t-shirt and women's, it's almost never a pickup.
Speaking of Lauren, here's a brand that's new to me and absolutely insane comps. They are vintage Levi's, but this tag right here Greg Lauren. Greg Lauren is a designer out of Los Angeles who reworks vintage Levi's and other brands, and these probably retailed in the $1,600 to $2,000 range. These have the side zippers, the thermal lining, crazy distressing. They are vintage 501s,
and they are upcycled basically.
This pair in particular, he always puts a date tag on the inside were made in March of 2018. I'm probably going to price these between $300 and $600. I have to do a little bit more research.
Something we just found. He just happened to comp when we were at the
The
Goodwill.
Goodwill had these marked for $7 in the Halloween costume area.
Yeah, so as you go along, you're going to find that sometimes your best finds are not going to be in the places that you expect. For instance, if you are looking for, like, honestly, I hardly ever go through the women's athletics. I usually find brands like Viore or even sometimes Lululemon and etc. in the regular shirts. Usually when I go through the athletic sections, unless they've just put out a new rack, I hardly ever find it. I'm not saying not to look through it. You should, but I personally find it where it's not supposed to be. Kind of like men's with women's and women's with men. Sometimes that happens. Alright, next. This one is honestly what I would consider style based. It's not anything. It's literally just like a heart on a tag. But because of the silhouette, it is baby doll, and that is because it's got this. Hold me here. Hold it. Hold it. You be my helper?
Yeah.
So this has like what you would consider like this line, and a lot of times either this line across just underneath the breast, or sometimes the cross is considered baby doll. And it does have these really pretty sparkly embellishments. And from what I have found, and I know other resellers have talked about it maybe a little bit, is that the smaller, like your junior size, anything medium and smaller does do better in this aesthetic for baby doll. It is a Y2K aesthetic, and I think I paid $6 for this. And like I said, not every aesthetic is worth the pickup. It depends on the buy cost, but this is one of those silhouettes that, depending on how you keyword it, you might be able to get 20, you might be able to get 30 or more for it, and depending on how substantial it is.
You want to talk about these ones? Next, we have a pair of jeans. Hold on.
You gonna hold him? You gonna help him?
These are mother jeans. They are not the greatest style of mother. These ones are the mother mid-rise dazzler. They're straight leg, dark wash.
Hey, but it's coming back.
Mother is just it's a good brand to be looking out for. We paid $7. Guarantee we can get 35 out of these, maybe more.
And just so you guys know, we live in Iowa. I don't know if we mentioned that in our last video. We don't always find stuff like Mother and crazy brands like that. We come upon them occasionally. Most of our flips, at least my flips, are going to be style based. I do occasionally come across designer things. He usually finds more things like in blazers that do better than my style base. I love style base, but he finds a lot of upscale coats and stuff like that, blazers.
It's just more substantial. It's still not like Ralph Lauren, Charles Tyrwhitt.
Okay, but you still find a lot of things that I don't. I like doing the style based stuff, and it's not designer. And you find like Laurel Piana and all that. So I'm just like a basic girl. I like stuff that stands out, that's embroidered or beaded or crocheted and fancy. He comes over to me all the time with these crazy things, and he's like, "What about this?" And 9 times out of 10, I'm like, "Yes, that's something I would probably sell because it's crazy and crazy sells." Up next is a Spanx, and this is a good size. It is a 1X. Doesn't say what the retail was, but I got it at $4.99 at the Goodwill, and it's just your basic shapewear. $4.99. I mean, you can't beat that. Spanx does not do good in everything. You have to be careful. Always do your comps, but plus size usually does. Alright, this one is not a brand I would memorize either. It is an American Rag. It is a size small. Let's hold it up. And it has that baby doll silhouette again. It's got these really cool tassel details. Probably gonna have to be steamed. But again, $4.99 at the Goodwill. probably flip it for $20 to $30, maybe on the $20 to $28. But yeah, it's a good silhouette. Just keep handing me stuff.
All
Have
women.
nothing?
It's all women.
Well, and this I can't remember. I think I did comp it, but you can do your own research. It's Et Louise, and it is kind of a login look. It's more of a spring summer, but so we may save it, but it's very, very gauzy, artsy, has the pockets. I either paid $6 or $3. I'm not really 100% sure, but if I comped it, it probably did okay. So again, it's probably something we'll hold on to till next year.
I'll talk about this one just because it's pretty obvious and simple. This is a 3X Catherine's. We obviously don't pick up everything Catherine's, but 3X is a good size. We paid $5, and it's the right time of year for sequin pumpkins.
And that
I mean-
stuff's selling, and the plus size always does better.
Obviously, you're going to want to use keywords Halloween, artsy, and I don't know.
I've been putting
Fall.
novelty in some, and harvest, and holiday, and maybe even spooky now that I think about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, shoot, Mickey. So, this is a vintage Wrangler pearl snap. It's not a brush popper. I will still add brush popper, at least in my description. This is just the vintage Wrangler Western tag, and that's a pretty cool graphic. So, I'm not picking up all vintage Western Wrangler pearl snaps anymore. But if they have a good,
Very equestrian.
if they have a good print, I'm gonna pick them up every single time. I'll probably $35 free ship on this one.
You never know, it might go for higher. Sometimes you comp things and you think it'll go for something, and then you find out it's rare. Doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while you surprise yourself.
Yeah, I got another one coming up here.
I could have taken out a mustache.
You could have,
I could have.
but you didn't.
Honestly, I was gonna comp this at the thrift store, but somebody, well, the manufacturer has it's new without tags, but it's wrapped around it. But it was $5.59, and it is 100% silk shell. It's probably something that we will hold on to until the spring summer, but again, we're holding on to those things if we can get them.
What keyword you looking for there?
Keywords.
I'm just asking.
It is probably a coquette, cottage core,
Fairy.
boho, fairy, dainty, flowy. I mean, they're silk, so yeah.
Next, I have a pair of Spanx pants, jeans. These are the Everywhere, W-E-A-R, flare in a black wash, size medium. I mean, I don't know that I'll list them new without tags, but they are in very good condition. We did pay up $15 for these. I'm thinking probably 50 or 60.
And the style is really what carries it, because the flares are back. They've been back for a while. Thank goodness, because I love flares. I hated it when we had skinny. That's just my personal opinion.
I know.
Okay, this was a style based, and it does look to be on the more vintage side. I'll have to do some more research, but it is Jack B. Quick. Jack B. Quick.
Jack the
Jump
Nimble, Jack
over the candlestick, and it is a petite. It's made out of rayon and cotton. But look at that gorgeous detail, guys. It is paisley. It's button up, it's a cardigan, it's a petite. Sometimes petites can do well. It's a medium, and it even has embroidery on the back. And this is one of those crazy prints that I like to pick up and I like to experiment with. Probably, I'm guessing, only paid $5 or less for this. You know what? For that, you can experiment. And usually when it has embellishments like that, I mean, you live and you learn, but some things can go really, really well if you keyword them up.
Next
It is artsy.
is a Dixon flannel, pearl snap flannel, which elevates the value a little bit. This one is the Blazer. Dixon is just a perennial powerhouse in flannels. And like I said, the pearl snaps help. Dixon always has this little hit down here as well. And the model, you want to include that in your title, always. Not much else to say about it. It's pretty basic.
Pretty classic. We still need to take that one back up to where
Yeah.
we got it, because we
Later.
didn't get the ink tag off, and it's been like 6 months, so hopefully they still take it off.
They won't. Go ahead.
Okay, this is more of my husband's alley, but that's okay. It is an Eddie Bauer. I think we paid $5 for it. It is goose down filled, nylon shell, goose down filled, size large.
Something to look for on any of your down coats or vests. They don't always have it printed on them. I don't think this one does. But if it says EB 600 or EB 700, you want to list that. It's a warmth weight.
No,
This one doesn't say it, but
it just says goose down and the zipper liner there.
yeah, Eddie Bauer down vest. I would expect, depending on what fill it is, color, print, all that good stuff, size. On the low end, you're looking at 35. On the high end, you're looking at 65, 75, unless it's something crazy. But all right, this is a vintage tee from 1998. It is not single stitch. Single stitch is when there's only one line of stitching on the sleeves or the hem, but this one is double stitch on both. But Sable, WWE, I did see a sold comp for this at $150. It was in a little bit better condition. This graphic has quite a bit of wear, but I'm still looking at $75 to $150 for that. It's a big size. These are on clouds, on running. These happen to be a size 12. If you can get them for a good price, they're gonna flip quick. There's a little bit of wear on them still. I paid $9. I'm not a huge shoe seller, but I can wipe these down real quick and throw them up for $35, and they'll be gone.
They're honestly pretty clean, at least from the top.
Right, they'll be gone pretty quick.
There you go.
This is another one that's,
It's a bread and butter.
very bread and butter. It's probably going to sit in the store for more than 90 days, likely up to 6 months or so. But
We're not saying to pick everything up that's like that, but
the reason we picked this one up in particular, the size is only a large. I normally don't pick that up, but with that all over print, it'll sell probably in the $22 to $30 range, free ship. So we're looking at $8 to $12 profit, and that's kind of our bare minimum. It works, and when you're throwing up 25 listings a day, you kind of have to.
we kind of have been buying things that we know will sell, but it might take a little bit longer. And the thing is everybody's business model is different. I know a lot of resellers talk about it's got to flip in 90 days, and that's great and all, but not everybody lives in a place and has the following already to be able to just flip things like they do. Or we don't like they do, I should say. And we do live in Iowa, and we kind of live in a rural area, so sometimes we make thrift trips to like Des Moines. And I feel like that's kind of, like, not saying that other people aren't average Joes, because I know there is people out there that we even follow and watch, but we definitely are trying to move a lot more inventory, like a higher pace or amount per day, and we're trying to grow our store. So, like, I like to pick up Just and Jane. Depending on how much we have to list, I might go for the smaller sizes, even though I might sit on it for a little bit, because I know it's still selling. You just have to be able to keyword it up and expect it might sit a little bit longer. We do flip a lot of bread and butter, a lot, and that's just the reality of it. That's why I've really gotten into like the keyword, keywording everything's up by aesthetic, and it's fun for me. Like, I love shopping. Like, everything that was popular when I was a teenager is popular again, and so it's like, oh, well, I would have wore that, or oh, that's probably trending, and it is. So moving on. I like to go on tangents. You'll find that out real fast. Dress the population. From what I can tell, I don't find this. I think this is like I found 2 today. I think I've only found it one other time, and I know I've heard other resellers talk about it. I think it's gone down a lot in value, but I found some really good sizes. So like I have an extra large, and I want to say with the dress up population, from what I could tell, they are their styles are like kind of like Frank and Eileen, where they have like a name. So this one was called Ruth, and from what comps look like, it should go for 35 to maybe even 60. And it's just like a midi dress, just really basic.
Capsule.
Office, capsule, date night, nightlife. I that's not a keyword, but I'm just saying it's kind of an everyday dress.
Next thing here, she found this Torrid swimsuit rash guard.
That's all in one.
Had about an 80% sell-through rate. It's a size 5, which is about as big as they get.
I think they make a 6.
It's a great, do they?
Yeah.
It's a great size though. It ought to sell next summer pretty quick.
Yep. And that, like, again, we're soaring up on that, and it saved us this year because honestly, we probably wouldn't have as much to list doing 25 a day.
Next up, you want to talk about them?
No, you go right on ahead.
She found these Denim and Supply Polo Ralph Lauren overalls. And Polo Ralph Lauren's my favorite brand, especially to flip. These are women's flare bib overalls.
What size are those?
They're a size 10.
Oh, I ain't keeping them. I just tried on a pair of bibs the other day, to be fair, and they were Madewell, and I'm like, Madewell's fallen off a lot, but I didn't realize until I tried them on that they were a petite small, and I am like not short at all, so just kind of hoping they were my size.
I will have to do more research on these. We paid $11, which is our jeans and
Yeah, our jeans are ridiculous.
dress price is $11, so we have to be real careful. But I do think these are going to sell for at least 40. I'm hoping for closer to 60 or 70. We do offer free shipping, so our numbers always include free shipping. But hopefully we can get at least 40 out of those.
All right. I'm assuming I'm pretty sure I did comp research on this. It's Gabby Isabella. It's just a really cute cardigan. It's not made out of anything special, but I must have comped it. It's got a hood, and it's got this really pretty, what would you call that?
Lace up detail.
Yeah, lace up detail, and it does literally lace up. Yeah, super cute. Probably not gonna get any more than 30, 35, but I really can't remember. It must have been something.
All right. Next up, there's a first time for everything. I always ask the thrift store workers, I'm like, hey, is there any more new racks coming out? I would appreciate it if I could see one or whatever. And they went out and pulled out a new rack for me, and the only thing I pulled off of it was a towel, of all things. What made me look it up, I honestly don't know. I mean, it's a towel.
It's colorful, and it looks old.
Obviously, the pattern caught my eye, and then the tag caught my eye. And the tag was obviously kind of vintage. It's Royal Terry. And when I comped it, there were listings for over $100 for vintage Royal Terry. Egyptian cotton. They're made in Egypt. I'm expecting $35, and towels at my Goodwill are $2. So I mean, maybe that's a new
Polo?
maybe that's a new category to get into.
Well, and as much as the jeans and dresses are, I mean, they haven't cornered that market yet.
Right.
Okay, this is purely style based, and I wish it was buttoned up. Just button it up real fast here. Okay. This is a Coldwater Creek petite large. It is 63% silk, so there's more than one reason to pick this up. It is style based. Look at all the pretty embellishments, the beading, the glitter, the embroidery. It is also silk. It's a button up long sleeve. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so pretty.
What keyword are you going to use?
What keyword? Oh, artsy, glitzy, avant-garde maybe.
Yeah.
It is pretty out there. Embroidered, probably fairy.
Nice.
There's a lot of words. Like, my brain is kind of on overload. It's very wild. Sometimes I struggle when I try to think of keywords and I know these things, but it's like it's going a million different miles. Yeah, just how my brain is. Okay, I don't honestly know if this is going to do all that well, but I found it on the way out of the thrift today. It is a vintage No Boundaries top.
Yeah,
With,
the Walmart brand.
yeah, it's a Walmart brand. It's vintage. I'm here because it annoys you. Sounds like my daughter, so I figured if all else fails, because I was comping it and it showed some going for 2025, I will give it to my daughter. Also, another keyword you could use besides Y2K and 90s would be baby tee. Because, and the baby tees are not like cropped, but they are cropped. They are like kind of like mid right there above or right at the belly button. And that was kind of a trend back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So we'll see how it does. If not, she gets it. Then I found this. Stand up for this one. And this brand has fallen off tremendously. And I did not comp it. And it was $10.99, so maybe I should have. But it is Nation Limited, size medium, made in Portugal. But I thought we would try this. It's like a long button-up maxi dress. It's got the ribbing, paid again $10.99 or $10.89. It's got the belt. But I think it's good going into fall. We're gonna see what happens. We'll see if it sells.
Along with the Y2K aesthetic, this is pretty basic, but it's a Y2K Aeropostale sells. Not going to be huge money, but
And I think this one is more recent.
right.
So even if it's not vintage and it is more recent, that trend is coming back so strong. It's probably 25 to 30. It's bread and butter. It's
This
cool.
one, on the other hand, there's some pretty special keywords that we like to use on, especially Y2K Abercrombie Henleys, with lace details there. You want to talk about those?
Well, I'm thinking, don't burn me on this, and I'm still like learning, and I know quite a bit, but I'm still learning. We've been selling a lot of Abercrombie and Hollister mostly, maybe some American Eagle that we have been keywording with Bella Swan. Now it depends, like you have to kind of know all the aesthetics, and I'm not 100% sure, but this one may be able to be used as like the keyword Bella Swan, Twilight, alongside with your Y2K, 90s. This one is not vintage, I don't think. I don't think it is. But it is going. It's a trend that's kind of been ongoing for like the last probably 6 months to a year.
$35.
Like I just listed a sweater yesterday for $185, and it was like lamb's wool, and it was more substantial than this. So always look this stuff up and dive into like your aesthetics in those brands to figure out what is selling with Bella Swan.
Levi's 501, new with tags, distressed. You're not going to go wrong with Levi's new with tags in most of the 500 series. These are a small size, 29-30, but Levi's new. Yeah.
To the point.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you be just sweet and to the point?
Oh, is that what you want?
No, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, now you're telling me what to do to boss me?
What am I supposed to talk about? They're Levi's 501.
Okay, this is the other Dress the Population dress that I got. I think this one was called Corey. That was the name on the tag. It is a large. Again, I think we paid some of them say $10.89 and some of them say $10.99. Do you ever notice that?
I don't know.
They just, our Goodwill used to just do the tabs and now they do the tags. But anyway, nothing great, but I think we can get probably 30 to 60, 35 to 60. We're going to try it out. This is the third time we've run across it, so bigger size. This one, again, I'm not 100%. You know what? This is kids.
Well, that's what the price you paid for it was kids. So.
Oh wait, oh they put kids on it. That's right. So I found this in the kids, but it does say kids.
There you go.
This is kids, but I guarantee you that the vintage stuff in this is not any bigger than this. So I'm probably gonna market it to a woman. I would at least a small. But anyways, this could be a possible good Bella Swan. More than likely, it's probably just gonna lean into the Y2K aesthetic. It doesn't have all the dainty details and all of that and the silhouette, but it has, I mean, it's still good. Accidentally picked up a kid's, paid what, $3 something for it, and I'm gonna sell it as a women's small, more than likely.
Paid $4. Women's Levi's trucker jacket, really good condition. Again, keywords you could throw in trucker, western, 80s, 90s. Really, I mean, classic heritage. It's a jacket. It's a jean jacket.
Do you like your shoes?
Sure.
I feel like most of this is yours.
All right. So Florsheim is a brand that retails for a lot. They're hard, for me anyway, to comp. So I only pick them up when they are in excellent condition. And these look like they may have never been worn. I paid $9 for them. They've got kind of the horse bit. That would be like a Tom Thumb horse bit, so if you like to torture your horses. Size 11.5. At least 35. I'll do some more research. If they're a really good pair of Florsheim, they could be 100 plus, but at least 35. I picked them up because why not? They're in perfect condition. Next up, Levi's new with tags. Levi's new with tags. Jorts. They'll sell.
Jorts. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, jean shorts. Jorts.
Oh my goodness. I forgot all about that.
It's a good keyword.
It is. Probably not going out of season now, but.
Well, yeah. We won't sell it until next year.
Yeah, well, more than likely. We won't list it until next year.
Right.
Next thing is a cachet. I'm not sure if it's vintage or not. I don't know that it matters. Another big thing that's been in for a while is like this meshy see-through material in dresses and shirts. This leans into like whimsy goth, witchy, fairy grunge, mesh. I mean, it's got like, look at this flare sleeve. It is so pretty, so pretty. Probably paid $5 or less for that.
Next up is a J. Crew jean jacket. Again, it's a jean jacket, same keywords as before. I don't pass on jean jackets at a good price from any of the mid-tier brands. Even Old Navy, if I can get it cheap enough, I'm gonna pick it up. I've sold a lot of Old Navy jean jackets for $30. So just really anything mid-tier and above. If it's a jean jacket, heritage, it's just one of those things that's sold since the 30s. So they're always gonna sell.
It's a timeless piece. Alright, next up, not a brand to remember, but it is Eyelash Couture. This is like your 90 or probably more Y2K 2000s, but it's just a tank with this ruffle detailing. I have barely been seeing people talk about this, but it's actually something that I wanted to try that I think could be coming up with the Y2K aesthetic. So I'm going to try it and I'll let you guys know. We'll see it in maybe a sold video. So definitely dainty, layered. Yeah, it's capsule.
Hey, $10 for a parrot. Put that down. You're not wrestling with the
She's lifting
mannequin.
up our mannequin. I don't know if she's dancing with it or what, but
Harriet M4 flame resistant. I mean, $50-$60. When you're outsourcing, you're gonna look for that tag. Anytime you see Cat 2 is the flame resistant marking of FR on everything, on jeans, especially in men's, if you start seeing the thick stitching, especially in men's, it's typically a pretty good sign. A lot of jeans rock revivals that we don't pick up in women's. Men's rock revivals do great, so keep an eye out. Anything flame resistant at the right price. Bulwark, FR jeans, if you can get them for $5, they're gonna sell for $20-$25. So I would pick them up.
Alright, not something I would typically pick up unless it leans into an aesthetic. This is Maurice's. It's another like Y2K type piece. It has like that baby doll silhouette. It has this really cute like shrug detail, and it's all one shirt. I think I got it for $2 or $3 at like one of our local thrifts, and it's super cute. Y2K 90s. Could even say like office siren, which is more of like the vintage.
It's a good keyword.
Yeah, boardroom chic. Yeah, it's just poor. It's really cute.
So I think we're gonna call that a wrap. We've gotten through about half of our last week's worth of hauls. Just so y'all know, I wrote a book. It's ChatGPT for eBay sellers. It is available October 1st on Amazon. I would appreciate it if you would benefit from it. If you check it out, it's $7.99, and it has prompts you can use. It walks you through how to build a custom GPT so that you can put in pictures and have a listing spit out with 2 titles, a bunch of keywords that you can choose from. We use it in our workflow, and it's really handy. Obviously, if you could like and subscribe this video, it would be appreciated. And I'll put an affiliate link down to the book. And we're starting a newsletter here before long that will include keyword deep dives, trend deep dives, and brand deep dives, as well as some more AI tips and tricks. So yeah, I'd appreciate it if you looked into it. Thanks, folks.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see you on the flip side.